Shalom. This is Truth is Everlasting, Lion's Den. I am Yahweh Sop. I camp our Lion Den, Hawan Ben Yashua in Jacksonville, Florida. But first, I have to give a prayer to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, to the archons, to the women and children around the world in Paleo-Hebrew language. Kal Halayam La, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Ha Rokak Wadash Mahamav, in the name of Yahweh Shai, in spirit and holy and in truth. Double honors to the 144,000 chosen elect. Double honors to the apostles of GMS. Double honors to the apostles of Lion Den's camp. Salutation to the archons on the four corners of the earth. And to the women and children, Shalom. Okay, I did a lesson last night with this same video, but the Spirit moved me to do another lesson with the same video because it has so much, how can I put it? So much truth, right? With scripture I'm talking about, that the Edomites. Now this sounds like the voice of the president, right? Like I said last night. It could be AI, right? Or it could be that he's really speaking about what he really knows. Just like Elon Musk has also has come out and talk about who are the true Israelites. Same way with Putin, right? And I've done lessons before, a couple of years ago, saying how they won't dare to come out and speak the truth, right? But here's the thing, though. When I said that, okay, what I was saying really, it was only my opinion, you see? Because when you look into scripture, which I'm going to read to you, you're going to find out what happens when the Edomites want to be so bold and come out and tell the whole world, yeah, we know who God's people really are, right? So it says here, sooner or later, right? But I don't know this guy in the video, okay? The title of this lesson, Thy Own Mouth Condemns Thee. So here we go.
Chosen people, and this is their land, and 144,000 has already been awakened, regaining the memories, and soon to have their powers. When this solar flash hit the cabal, won't know what to do with them.
Okay, let's start there first with the word cabal, right? They have two different meanings, right? A secret political, right? And the other one is a secret plot or a small group of people who create such a plot. In other words, we be saying through scripture in the name of Yahweh Shai that the Edomites, the ones that run like the president and government, they are controlled by the banksters, right? And the banksters are all the way, in different parts of the world. Rome, right? Tiny hats, okay? United Kingdom, So that's a cabal, which it's interesting that he's saying that because he's part of that group, right? He does what they tell him to do. Anyway, let me go play a little bit more.
These are the first fruit. The 144,000 is sealed and awake. I don't think the cabal understand what this means. The chosen ones are already awoke and gaining all of their memories. This means bad business for them. They know what's coming. Just picture this. 144,000 black people with superpower godlike abilities. Me and Putin try to warn them we're dealing with something we don't quite understand. They are ancient gods, primordial.
Okay, I stop it right there. Okay. Now you notice how he used that word black. We are not black. We are different shades of color, right? We are not crayons, black or white. Like I said last night, those words were invented by the Edomites, the so-called white people. I think it was in the 1800s. But I want to go to Matthew chapter 12, verse 26. Okay, as if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? Right? So all the problem that's going on in the world has to do because the Edomites are in power. Okay? So things are not going to get better. Things are going to get worse verse 36. Because they cannot solve solutions with wickedness. It can only be solved throughout righteousness when Yahushua comes back. Verse 36. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give an account thereof in the days of judgment. Yeah, he's going to have to answer for calling us blacks. Okay? Verse 37. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. Woo! Let's go to Proverbs 15. Give me a minute. What happened? Oh, chapter 15, verse 28. The heart, the mind of the righteous, that's what heart means, okay? Studies to answer, but the mouth of the wicked pours out evil things. Yeah, you saw he's talking nice about, he knows who the people of Yahweh Shai children are, right? These black people. Okay. That's who else wrote a book about us? Yeah, Bocav Malone, the Black Hebrew Israelite, I think the book is called, right? When he knows well that we are different shades of color. Verse 28. I want to go to Job 15, so I can give me a minute, but that's okay. All that will go against them. Job 15, verse 6. Thy own mouth condemns thee, and not I. Yea, thy own lips testify against thee. Verse 7. Art thou the first man that was born? No, the man was not first, okay? Or was thou made before the hills, right? Before the cities, right? Before the mountains, right? Because mountains also mean governments, okay? But we're going to answer that. Let's go to Song 90. Give me a minute. I'm going to look in here. Start with verse 1. This was for Moses, right? A prayer that Moses did to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai. Yahushai, thou hast been our dwelling place in all generations. Woo! Verse 2. Before the mountains, before the governments were brought forth, or ever thou hast formed the earth and the world, even from everlasting to everlasting, thou art God, right? So Yahweh Shai has been from the beginning of time, and we have always been with Yahweh Shai, okay? So the government was not on earth first. Adam, right, was, our people were first, okay? Proverbs chapter, give me a minute, 8, verse 25. Let's see here. Before the mountains, right, government was settled. Before the hills, the city was. I brought forth, verse 26. While as yea, he had not made the earth, nor the field, nor the highest part of the dust of the world. Verse 27. When he prepared the heavens, I was there. When he set a compass upon the face of the depth. Woo! Huh? You know, we don't, of course, we don't remember when we were in the heavens, okay? But every day that as we do the work of Yahshua Shai, we start remembering a little bit here, a little bit there, you know? Not clearly, but we know through faith, is what I'm saying. Verse 28, and when he established the clouds above, when he strengthened the fountains of the deep. Verse 29, when he gave to the sea his decree, that the water should not pass his commandments, when he appointed the foundation of the earth. Verse 30, then I was by him as one brought up with him, and I was daily his delight, rejoicing always before him. Wow. It's amazing how all these things that Yahweh gave to Yahweh Shai to create, right? And he has created man first before government ever were put on the face of the earth. Verse 31, rejoicing in the inhabitable parts of his earth, and my delight were with the sons of men, right? And who are those? The so-called Negro, Swati, and speckled birds. Verse 32, now therefore hearken unto me, O ye children, for blessed are they that keep my ways. And you know that the Edomites don't keep none of the ways of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. So he's talking about the so-called Negros, Latinos, Native Americans, and speckled birds. Verse 34, no, verse 33, so I can hear instruction and be wise. Refuse it not. Verse 34, blessed is the man that hears me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the post of my doors. Woo! You don't see the Edomites watching and doing, the obeying the commandments. Of course, they're doing what Yahweh Shai is telling them to do, because they are created to do the wickedness, right? So the whole world can see what wickedness, ugliness really is. Verse 35, for whoso finds me finds life, and shall obtain favor of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? I want to go now to Psalm 16, verse 3. But to the saints, there you go, that's us, that are in the earth, and to the excellent, in whom is all my delight. Right? Because we're doing the work and we're calling out his name. We're not calling no other names. We're calling Yahweh Shin Yahweh Shai. Okay? To come back and remove this wicked kingdom off the face of the earth and take the blessing away from the Edomites. Proverbs 3, verse 13. Give me a minute. Happy is the man that finds wisdom, and the man that gathers understanding. Right? Because he's talking about wisdom from above, not wisdom from below, which that's what the Edomites have. Verse 21, my son, let not them depart from thy eyes. Keep sound wisdom and discretion. If I pronounce it wrong, Slaka, discretion, the quality of behaving or speaking in such a way as to avoid causing offense. And what the orange man here, that's his voice, did offend God's people by calling us a cutter that we are not, which is in the dictionary is a bad name to begin with, or revealing private information. Well, he just confessed that he knows who we are. That's private information that he's passing on, but knowing who we are, right, and still keeping us in slavery, right? Think about that. He knows who we are, right, and still want to keep us in slavery, still want to keep on raping, robbing, and plundering our people, so-called Negros, Latin Americans, and speckled birds. Okay. Keep at it. Proverbs chapter 12. Give me a minute. I'm going to go there right now. Chapter 12, verse 2. A good man obtains favor of Yahweh Shai, but a man of wickedness devices will he condemn. Okay? So all this wickedness that the Edomites, right, are doing to our people worldwide, It's all being recorded, written, right? So when Yahushua comes back, and he will come back with the host of angels, with the army of angels, all that the Edomites have been doing to our people from the beginning of time to now, it goes against them. I'll leave it with James. Spirit moved me to go to James chapter 2, verse 19. 19, verse 19. Ooh, what happened? Okay. But oops, James chapter 2, verse 19. Thou believe that there is one God, thou do well. The devil also believed and trembles. So yeah, they're getting ready. That's nice that more and more Edomites are confessing, but that's not going to give them salvation. That's only going to condemn them. I hope that this was edifying, and with that I say, Shalom.